Hi everyone, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. You can see in the background today, it's so magical. I am filming in the whimsical British countryside. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you've been following me, you know that I moved back to the UK. Hence why I am really struggling with all the wind here. Honestly, guys, I don't know if you can hear all the wind sounds because I am using an external microphone. And I really hope it will block out all the winds and noise so you don't have to be annoyed by all that. But I am filming in this beautiful setting. Can you guys see the duckies swimming in the back? Okay, they just went away. But I am back. I have officially moved back to the UK. This is just such another full circle moment of my life. If you are quite new here, I just want to quickly recap my journey in the UK. So I came to the UK in 2019 for my master degree, and that's like 1 year program. So a bit disrupted by the pandemic during that year, but I finished that. After my student visa, I moved on to several different visas and been working in London. And then basically I live around all sorts of different places in London, but I have never ever left London, like in terms of like where I lived. But then I got a big job opportunity, which is my marketing manager job in Barcelona. I went there and lived there for 2 years. It's the most crucial 2 years. Like so many things change, but honestly, it's time to come back. I guess this video is more about like just a casual heart-to-heart talk. Think of it as a little bit of girly yap session. Just want to have a chat because I haven't been really processed everything ever since I moved back because everything is go, go, go. Maybe we can start with the reason why. You guys might think like, who will want to leave Barcelona? Like that's also, I can totally understand that. That's a valid question because Barcelona is so sunny, so beautiful, and just so welcoming in terms of foreigners and the way of living. It's amazing. It is an amazing city. But to me, I never imagined myself living there long term. So the original plan was to live there for 2 years, experience, and just live life like a bit reckless. Like, okay, here's an opportunity and just, yeah, take it because why not? And that's how it felt. The job itself was challenging, full of ups and downs. I got promoted and pay rise and all that, but it's just at some point I knew it wasn't worth the cost of my mental health. That is something that maybe I can share a bit more because I think in London or like I think in the UK, mental health, mental well-being is a big, big thing here. Like everyone knows about it. And it's like people not shy away from this topic and people are more open to talk about how they feel and what their needs are. However, I feel like in Barcelona, it's like a really different story. When I first brought up like my mental health situation, like the way they handle it wasn't the nicest. And they just wanted me to get a doctor diagnosis and just really, really not empathetic approach. And then I went for a few doctors and they all told me this is the situation in Spain and this is just not very like mental health aware. In the end, I did get the diagnosis. But anyway, that's like the story of my job itself. But I think like at some point, I realized like I have to make changes. I didn't enjoy living there. I didn't have friends. I didn't speak the language. I just felt quite lonely and just quite challenging. This is like not the glamorous side of living abroad, living in Barcelona, like everything's so sunshine, rainbow, isn't it? It's just not that way. I just want to be really transparent with you guys. So at that time, I discussed with my husband, back then boyfriend, of what we want to do next. My husband is British, trying to figure out what we want to do next in our life. And to be honest, this has always been in our plan. Like, it's not a step backward moving back to the UK, if you guys know what I mean. In our life plan, when we first started dating, we talk about like, where do we see ourselves settle? Where do we want to start family? Those topics have been discussed very early on. So at that point, we were like, okay, maybe we didn't enjoy this country so much. We could move back. Like, we will figure something out. And our solution was getting married. It all worked out. He prepared the most romantic proposal. Like, that was the best day of my life. Still, the wedding didn't top that. Just to be honest with you guys, we got a marriage visitor visa to actually have our civil wedding in London. At that point, we knew like once we get married, we can apply for a spouse visa, which is part of the UK family visa. So we did that. And after everything, we finally made it. I got the spouse visa and we're back. So long story short, I think I kind of yapped a long time, but so you guys just know the process of how we decide to leave and how come we move back to the UK, like instead of another country. Like I said before, this country means so much and it's just deep rooted down in me. This is where I want to be. That's just the feeling. It is a gut feeling because when I live here, I can guarantee you I had lots of down points and it was down bad. NHS, don't get me started. I feel like living in the UK, you will really feel the difference of people, the climate, the economic landscape is very, very different from where I'm from, Taiwan. Basically, when I quit the job in Barcelona, I knew that I want to pursue being a YouTuber full-time. So here we are, guys. This is where I stand. I want to do this full-time and just see how much success I can reach. And I just think there is no limit. I want to really try. I want to really try my best and just pour the passion into the real project. And all these things that I'm doing, I just feel so much joy and happiness while doing it. I even fell in love with editing, okay? Dozens of hours, long nights editing, even hurts my finger and my eyes and just everything. But I fell in love with it. I just love every second of it. And that's why I have to do it. I just think like I found the purpose of enjoying the doing, of like filming my life, documents, sharing, romanticize, even like filming here. I wouldn't even come out here if I was just like in the house. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is Weymouth. Just like fairy tale, really. Obviously, I can't live here because I'm a city girl, I'm a London girlie. I just really appreciate we do have this space in the country and be able to spending time with my partner's family. It's not a given. And then in terms of pursuing being full-time creator, it's actually quite a big move because suddenly I came from having a full-time job, having social security, like private healthcare, more than 30 days of paid holiday, suddenly into nothing. But you gain your happiness back. Aww. And guys, I'm serious. It's worth every penny. And now that I moved back, I think it's fair for me to share the main differences about the UK and Spain. Disclaimer, it's gonna be based on my own experience, so don't take it personal, and it's just how I feel and how I perceive. Don't be offended, is what I'm trying to say. So I guess the first thing that I tell people like, hey, I'm moving back to London, people would just like laugh at me, like, what the hell, girl? What are you thinking? They were laughing at me because I think it's kind of a joke, really, because I've made friends and I actually fell in love with the active lifestyle in Barcelona and all that. It's just pretty ironic that everything came to me kind of all in once at the very last few months living there. But I guess that's just how life is. Anyway, people were laughing at me about the weather in the UK and they were like, oh, you're gonna suffer. Oh, how come you want to move back to the gloomiest place when you have Barcelona? I get that. And I also made fun of myself as well. But Honestly, I do agree because the wind, the cold in the UK is no joke. But you guys have to know the British summertime is one of the most beautiful time in the whole year. When you experience walking by the Thames and seeing the blue sky, the Big Ben, the Westminster, and you just feel life is good. And it is amazing during summer. I think British summer is a unique, beautiful thing. And you will never get too hot in the summer. Probably like just for a few days of heat wave, but like nothing like Barcelona. It was so hot. I'm not built for it. It was too hot for me. And I'm always more of a fan of cold weather. So I think I will survive. The other thing is the language. Obviously, in the UK, everyone speaks English. In Barcelona, we have Catalan, and most people speak Spanish, and there are lots of French there, Italian. Basically, I had a cultural shock of, wow, people in my company, they just speak to each other in their own language, and they just don't give a fuck about this is an English-based company. It's just cultural difference. And I wanted to learn Spanish at the beginning, but then I gave up along the way because I didn't enjoy Spanish that much. But in the end, I pick up the most useful daily conversation words that I can use. I can always say what I want. I can always say thank you. I can always say, can I have the bill? I can always reserve a table. So that's fine for me. And at some point, you would definitely feel really disconnected to the place if you don't speak the language. I also think that's the reason why I never felt really involved or merged into the culture. In Barcelona, there are so many foreigners, so it's not necessary to really know how to speak Spanish, then you'll get by like what I did. But it's gonna be so different if you do speak the language and you can really have the ability to communicate with everyone. And when I first moved back, the first day, the shock was everyone speaks English here. And oh, they don't speak English the way Europeans do. They don't speak the way like how people speak English in Barcelona or in Europe generally. British English is so unique. I kind of have to switch my brain, like British English, process this English, make sure you understand. And I kind of embrace that part of me now. I used to really want to maybe become British. Eventually I will because of my husband's British and then I'm on the spouse visa. So naturally you will want to belong, right? And guys, I just want to share with you that I no longer think of that. Like I don't have to speak perfect British English to belong here. It's just not the way it is. I would never ever be. I get a lot of assumptions now, but it doesn't matter because British would never think I am British. Like most of them will think like I'm American or mixed race, the second generation. Many British think that. Like I used to feel so devastated. Like I tried, okay? Now I just don't want to try. Not like I completely give up, okay? I still want to do my best to be involved in this culture, in this language, but like I don't want to force myself to change. Like I just want to embrace and just naturally, normally emerge. I just want to feel that I belong here without having to try so hard. I guess that's all immigrants out there want to be, right? The next thing is how people spend their day. It's so different. So think about like in the UK, all the shops close like 5-ish or 5:30. Maybe some store open late, but like general rule is like really early. Maybe even in the weekends like 3 p.m. closed. So in Barcelona, it's like everything's open until let's say 8, 9. Everything's open until really late. And it's so convenient in terms of like going out, shopping, quickly grab something in the grocery store. It's so easy, guys. But one thing is there's nothing opens on a Sunday. So make sure you know that because otherwise you're gonna get ripped off in like those really expensive supermarkets. So that's like a very big difference in terms of like lifestyle. I feel like UK is like an early rise country. People are busy. People are not chilling, doing workouts, working on their business, just work, work, work. It's very much a busy culture lifestyle. But in Barcelona, it's like everything is so late. You have lunch at 1:30, 2, dinner like 8:30, 9, or even 10. It's just such a big cultural shock when I first went. It's like, oh, so late, going to a restaurant at 10 p.m. and wondering if they're still gonna take us. And the restaurant literally just opened. And they say like, oh, it's kind of like peak hour now. So let's see if we can find you a table. So that's the lifestyle difference. And then we move on to the people. They are so different. Where I'm from, Taiwan, people are so friendly. I'm telling you, Taiwanese are so friendly. Like there is a universal agreement statement. And I guess in the UK, I find people, the pro about it is people being really, really polite and people hold their comfortable distance with you. Con is they're so antisocial, like super introverted. When I come back, really, I do feel strongly like people look at me. We accidentally make eye contact and they were like, whew, panic attack. No. And it would never happen in Barcelona. Like in Barcelona, everyone is so outgoing. Everywhere you go, you see someone, you just say hola, you just greet them and just have a little bit of small talk. I really like the way of interacting and I became more extroverted living in Spain. That's the part I think I kind of want to keep. I do like to be able to be casually holding a conversation with strangers. That I would say is the biggest difference. And I think I might struggle finding and meeting new friends in the city because everyone has their own circle. I did it before, so I surely can do it again. It's gonna be hard, I reckon, just how introverted people are, but let's manifest new friendships. Now that I moved back to London, I feel like I am ready for a London lifestyle. It's so busy, it's go, 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 go. And I feel like at this point of my life, I do need to be go, go, go. It's not like I don't honor my mental health. I really want to keep developing my mental health, but also I feel like at this point of changing career path, being content creator, I do need to keep it up. I need to be go, go, go. I need to push myself. I need to work hard. It just wouldn't feel right being in Barcelona, chilling, going to the beach, being so chill. It's just like, I feel like I was in a retirement life. And I am just such a city girl. I miss London so much. You have no idea how much I miss the musical. The entertainment itself in Barcelona is really limited for me in terms of any performances involved with Spanish. I just don't understand, so I couldn't enjoy. It is such a big thing that me and Nathan share mutual interest in musical. We love going to new musical and living in London, be just able to like get a ticket in the morning and just go in the evening. It's just amazing experience and I love the lively, vibrant vibe. The whole city pours so much investment into arts and performance. It's amazing. And that's the thing I really, really miss London. I think that's all I want to share with you guys, the differences of the UK and Barcelona, how each difference makes me feel. I think you guys can probably tell how happy I am to be back. I am really, really excited. I think it's a thriving era. I think it's a time for me to be who I am and for more of you to find me and like my content and be able to do what I'm passionate about. Life is just so amazing. I am so grateful for everything. I never thought that I would live in Barcelona before, but I did it and it just gave me the invaluable life lessons. It gave me the realization of I can do this. I am so capable of rebuild my life abroad. And what's even better, I have my partner with me. Feels like as long as we're together, it's gonna be great. I wish this type of love find you, find all of you. And I think my biggest epiphany is the grass isn't always greener. There are ups, there are downs, there are goods, there are bads, and you just have to accept like that's just how life is. Moving to different cities, different countries really opened my eyes about how people are so different and there's no right or wrong. And it gives me a sense of self because I am who I am. Of course, I incorporated different lifestyle and I learned different culture and things of interacting with people there. It's just a beautiful thing to see yourself be able to evolve and grow and learn and just change. Change is good. And I feel like I understand my self-worth because I no longer feel so chained with my identity to a place anymore. Because I'm always going to be Taiwanese. I learned how to appreciate being a Taiwanese. I also appreciate the UK for all the good and bad. It's part of me now because my partner is British and it's just going to be us. We're a household. We're a team. Wherever else in the world we might go next, there's possibilities, there's potential. I never wanted to limit myself anymore of like tunnel vision goal. This is where I want to be and that's it. No, there's so many possibilities. Guys, don't ever limit yourself. It's so great to catch up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this long chat by the pond. It's just so beautiful. I wouldn't say peaceful because of the wind. You guys don't know how many times I need to pause because it almost blow away my stuff and my camera. If you watch all the way till the end, comment down below this emoji or just let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and join my community. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Oof. Oh God. Okay.